Bill here with Mechanics Plus. We are going to start something new called the FYI section of the Mechanics Plus Facebook page. So I'm going to post these random different things that are on a vehicle and how they work and why things happen the way they do. But if you have a question about something you're trying to understand that you never understood, that you've always wanted to understand, just call me at 321-303-9198 and I'll do my best to post a video to help you understand what it is you're wondering. Today we're just going to talk about tires. This one's easy, simple. So we basically have a little diagram here. It's a cutaway of a car. You can see kind of the car is grayed out. And we have a steering shaft which comes from the steering wheel up here down to the steering rack and pinion system to the tie rod end that taps into the steering knuckle. When you turn that steering wheel, it turns the car left and right. What supports the tire under the car, you have the subframe here, a lower control arm here, and at the top you have a strut. Now this strut is the culprit for cupped tires. That's what a lot of people get, is cupped tires. When the strut starts to wear out, the tire bounces too much after you hit a bump, and as it bounces down the road it puts little marks in it. So we're going to start out with an overinflated tire. When your tire is worn out in the middle, you can watch right here, this tire is going to fill up with air to the point where only the bottom of the tire, or the center of the tire, hits the bottom of the road. So see how it's wearing out? It got bald in the middle and it's still fresh on the sides. So if you put too much air in your tires, it'll get bald in the middle and it will also ride very hard. Let's go to an underinflated tire. See how it bows in the middle and it pops out higher on the sides? So now your tire is going to wear out on the sides and not in the middle. Now none of this has to do with the alignment. The alignment can also make the tire wear by the way it sits, but we'll talk about that later. We're just talking about tire inflation and tire cupping. The next thing is tire cupping. Now when you have, these are bumps going by, the black lines are like speed bumps. See how after the tire hits the bump it bounces up and down 3 or 4 times? Well, when it does that, it puts these bald spots in a pattern around the outside of the tire, and sometimes on the inside of the tire, mostly on the outside, that makes a noise when you drive down the street with a cupped tire. Since the tire is only hitting a certain amount of rubber, it makes a humming noise. So you develop a noise, you develop a little thump when you feel it in the steering wheel, and it also will wear the tires out faster. So this basically is, now shut that off here, that's back to normal again. It's a real simple procedure. Just keep your tires inflated. At Mechanics Plus, when you change your oil, we check your tire pressure, rotate your tires, check the condition, and make sure they're in the right spot. It's the safest spot for you. This is Bill Allen with Mechanics Plus. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call. My cell is 321-303-9198. Now the thing that I didn't mention that I was reluctant, I should have, on the tire cupping, it happens when this strut right here is weak. So with a weak strut, the tire won't recover as fast. It'll bounce up and down. With a good strut, when it hits that bump, it'll just absorb it and you hit right back on the road again. Struts usually last about 100,000 miles. Some can fade out before then, but most of them it's about 80 to 100. I've seen some that are still good at 140, but you don't want to change them premature. A lot of places recommend them early because it's a high profit thing for the garage. You don't need them every time you get tires, so don't let them sell them to you. But if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to call again. Bill Allen, Mechanics Plus. Thanks for watching.